Welcome to another Friday night of racing. It's the Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series, and we're coming to you live tonight from the Daytona Road Course. We got a little preview of this race on Monday as the Xfinity League ran here. And some of these guys that are racing tonight in the Cup Series, they raced down into the Xfinity race to get a little bit of extra practice, run a few more laps. But we're going to see some great racing action tonight as we're still, I think next week will be a cutoff race at Bristol. But tonight we're in for some left and right hand turns. I'm Alan English, and joining me in the booth tonight is Francisco Villarreal. How you doing, Francisco?
Doing pretty good, and like you mentioned, there was a few drivers that actually drove in the race on Monday to feel the feeling of this track. I actually drove in that race, and man, this track is difficult. So it'll be interesting to see how some of these drivers handle left and right turns.
And joining us down on the pit lane is Adam Turner. How you doing, Adam?
Good. You know how much I like the right turn stuff.
Oh yeah,
So
I'm
we'll see
well
how
aware.
this goes. Zero fast repairs, 80% fuel. There's unlimited tires. This is the Angry Idiots 152. 40 laps here at Daytona Road Course. I thought it was 142 miles, but I probably did Louisiana math.
Yeah,
Regardless, the Angry Idiots are sponsoring this. And Greg Klein has a pretty cool car to show off the Angry Idiots.
yeah, it's very bright yellow, and it's got Angry Idiots logos all over it. There's no mistaking where his car is at on the track at any given time. It looks like the 60 with a similar paint job as well. That is that the 60 of Kewins out there?
Yeah, another Angry Idiot.
So there you go, teammates with similar paint jobs, but they'll be easy enough to tell apart. We got stages tonight at lap number 10 and lap number 35. So we'll be seeing a full course yellow at those two markers, but at no other time during the race. I don't think they're doing any full course cautions at all, except for those two stage breaks to kind of get everybody stacked back up together, and that'll make the last little stretch of the race, the last couple 3 laps or so, ought to be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, with this track, I'm not always a fan of very short, stages at the very end. But with the way this road course is, honestly, could set up for a really good battle just because of the way the turns are and everything like that. So it'll be interesting to see how that works. I know the issue with this track has to do more with the entry to corners and your braking. I know on Monday when I was hitting the brakes, especially entering, I believe it was turn 2, you hit that brakes a little too hard, you spin out so easily. So it'll be interesting to see how people manage their braking points and, try not to get into one another at the very start of this race.
Yeah, that right-hander, that turn 2, that one's really tricky. It's very flat, and there's no banking or anything to help you there. And yeah, if you get a tire off there while you're under hard braking, that's not really a very good thing to do. But looks like we're gridding up over here on the back stretch behind the pace car. Let's go ahead and go down the starting order tonight. It's qualifying has ended. Looks like the 42, Angel Hernandez with the fastest lap, a minute 53 and 43 hundredths. Pretty quick time there. And starting up there with him will be Ethan Flanagan in the 35. Road number 2 is going to be Greg Klein on the inside and Gary Sack in the 89 on the outside. Row number 3 is going to be Justin Malark in the 73 and the 10 of Matt Forns. Row number 4 is going to be Tony Fry in the 6 and the 60 of Alan Kewins. Row number 5's, that was row number 4. Row number 5 is going to be Justin Barkley and Stephen McComas. Row 6 is Mike Simone and Derek Schemmel. And bringing up the rear, the chicken man himself in the 56, Joe Archer.
Yeah. Joe's Design Shop. Don't forget to check that out.
Yeah, he redid his logo so it's easier to see, too. Did a little redesign on it, and it should show up really good on the hood of that car now.
Actually, looks really good.
Well, Francisco, these guys are coming around out of turn 4. Of course, they'll have to go through that little front chicane there before the start. I hope iRacing does a little update and fixes that, so those guys don't have to slam on the gas right out of the chicane like this. But
Already an issue.
Man, that's a big gap already from just that. As they go green, Angel gets a really good start with the 35 right on his outside. Gonna have the advantage entering this first turn. Should be able to clear him, and he does. The 92 is gonna take the opportunity to try and get around the 35. Now, here's this point right here is where the braking really matters. But Angel, I mean, he was nailing everything on Monday, so he should have no issues. As everybody kind of single files out behind him, 92 is able to get around the 35 of Ethan Flanagan and be able to take second place. Justin Malark is sitting there in fourth. Gary Sack getting comfy in fifth. Anthony Fry in sixth. Is everybody's single file at this point. It'll be interesting to see if when and where people decide to make moves on this track, just because some of these places, if you misjudge it, both of y'all are gonna get taken out.
yeah, we've seen. I think we saw a little bit of this on Monday. Guys using the draft to catch up to the car in front of them, and then try to dive in and get a nose in. Either on either side, going into a chicane and going into the bus stop on the back stretch. So it'll be. I assume we're going to see a little bit more of that again tonight in the Cup cars.
Which one's the bus stop and which one's the chicane?
Bus stop's on the back stretch. The
Yes.
chicane is on the front right there before it gets to
Yep.
trial.
Just went through that. They're going to go through this, and they're going to go to the chicane.
I have it
Sack's
pointed
looking-
right at the chicane.
Oh, nice. Gary Sack. Oh, no. Gary Sack's having an issue. He missed the whole chicane.
He did. He was able to merge back in, but he's going to have to slow down for that penalty time.
Yep, and I believe, depending on how bad you cut it, I believe the penalty is about anywhere from 2 to 4 seconds. But with that, the way that chicane works at the very end, you have to really slow down right on the exit, or at least for me, because if not, I believe Joe Archer has wrecked. Looks like he just spun out. Oh, he has a lot of damage on that front end.
Oh, the chicken man out already, huh?
He's trying to get off that wall. Should be able to get going. Let's go ahead and take a look to see what happened already. If I'm gonna guess, I'm assuming it's gonna be a breaking point entry and getting loose. Oh, yep. Gave it a little too much gas and spun it. And Joe Archer has jumped to the pits early on in this race.
Not where he wanted to be at the beginning of this deal.
No, not a lap in. No. I think we got a little insider information, didn't we, Francisco, about when the fuel is going to run out in these cars?
Yes, so what they're telling me is for them, it's saying that they should be able to go about 15 to 16 laps, but once you start running it, the actual fuel run should be about 11 laps. So for this first stage, they should be good. The second stage is where you'll probably see drivers have to pit maybe once or twice. It'll be interesting to see if they'll be able to stretch it out to make it to the stage. But yeah, as Angel Hernandez just put up the fastest time of the race at 155.19. Greg Klein right behind him though at 155.2. They are really driving these cars really good.
At what point do the tires start to just feel like trash? Is there a point where it becomes almost undrivable when you were driving in the Xfinity the other day?
Well, for me, it kept switching up on me because I'm not a road course guy, so I would lock up the tires on entry or whatever. So it's typically around 10 Actually, no, it was about 6 to 7 laps in. That's when I really noticed my tires and having to be a little bit more conservative and play it a little safer.
So I guess you'd say turn one is probably your your prime spot to try to outbrake somebody into that turn to get the advantage coming out. Is that pretty close to?
Ooh, Matt Forns has wrecked.
Well, that's typical.
Take a look and see what happened there. But as you were mentioning, yeah, turn one is where basically your breaking point. Uh, I I wasn't comfortable passing. Oh, ooh, he should be good. He didn't get too much damage. I think he just overdrove the corner and went into those tires. So Matt Forn should be good. Um, but yeah, I mean, the bus stop on the back, you could try outbraking him, but it's a little more risky in my opinion. I don't know. I feel like at this track, if you're not too familiar with road course racing, passing is a little scarier. Um, I just don't see a lot of places where I could possibly pass someone.
We want to thank Angry Indian 89 for joining us over on the Twitch stream, letting us know that it's race time. We're also streaming it over on Facebook and on YouTube tonight. So in case we lose one, you know, just go to the other one. Got a little bit of redundancy built in.
Look at Gary Sack making up spots after his mistake. I know Gary Sack is some people's favorite driver. I've heard.
He actually has the camera tonight. We
Oh,
haven't seen his camera in a while.
Oh,
let's look at old Gary battling that track and everybody else.
maybe he's waiting to get his hair did or something.
You think?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I don't either.
Ooh, as Matt Forns has crashed
There he is.
again.
Come on, Forns.
I think he just spun out. It doesn't seem like he has crazy damage in the front either, but
Always trying to do
oh,
carpentry work
he
at the same
just
time.
he wrecked again into the same tire barrier, but this time he hit it hard.
It's the same exact spot.
Yep, he overdrove it, but this time he has no front end whatsoever. He went in a little hot with that one. As we go back to our buddy Gary, see how he's doing. The thing the thing with this track, it all has to do with consistency. I know for me in practice on Monday, I wasn't the fastest driver by no means. I was, I think, one of the last ones. But if you're able to be consistent, you can definitely finish decently. Because next week they do have Bristol, which is the cutoff race. So if you could just get a decent finish here, your stress for the next race goes down quite a bit. By a lot, actually.
Like Gary making the pass on Tony
Anthony
Fry.
Fry.
Not quite clear of him yet, though. It's going to be hard. There he goes. Into the kink. Tony looks like he eased out of the gas for a second. Let him on by. Get past Gary.
Seems like Gary's actually really comfortable at this track. He does have damage, but I don't know where that damage came from. It might have been from that first lap incident that he had. But it doesn't seem to be affecting him too bad as he's running down people and actually making passes. The top three, though, have all checked out.
Oh, and they've got 10 seconds on the nearest guy, who is Gary Sack.
That's kind of typical of this, what we've seen in these road courses. But cool thing, I guess, we'll have the stage racing so everybody can stack back up and watch them drive away from them again, I guess.
I don't know. When I first saw that this race was 40 laps, I was like, seems a little bit short. But then the lap times are about 2 minutes long. But even then, it seems like the laps are just winding down super fast. We're already on lap 6. Yet again, Angel's just dominant at road courses, so he just flies through the laps like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna be an hour and a half race just because of the stage breaks too.
That's true.
That'll add an extra 10 minutes or so probably. Plenty of time to get this thing in though, as they block off a good amount of time for it. They block off a 4-hour block.
Y'all were mentioning Greg Klein's paint scheme he has in second place. That's actually a nice paint scheme. Now I believe that base paint I have the same paint for my, I want to say it's for my next gen. I use Trading Paints Pro, and honestly, like, for people out there that aren't too familiar with I know I'm not, when it comes to like using GIMP or stuff to make paint schemes like some people do. Trading Paints has their paint builder, and you can actually make some really nice paint schemes using it. And the perfect example is just the 92. That's a nice paint scheme right there. As Steven McComas has a wrecked. Oh, he's still wrecking. Hold on to it. Let me see what happened with him.
Everybody's going to have a chance to wreck tonight. Too many right-hand turns.
Oh, actually, no damage. He just lost. He got a little loose coming out of the corner onto the oval part of Daytona. So he should be good.
Schimmel up 3 spots so far in that 96 Super Serial machine. Guarantee you, Derek's put in a few laps here on the road course.
I believe this is... Is this the last road course for the season?
I hope so. God almighty. It's got to be.
I'll check the schedule.
It is. Bristol next week, then Kansas, Phoenix, and Homestead.
There you go.
I don't have to watch any more right turns. Thank you.
Oh, Kansas is such a fun track. I haven't had a chance to run Kansas this week in the Xfinity cars, which is the series I run, but I do have a setup for B Open that I got through Premier Racing Setups. Code FJV15 for 15% off. Actually, really good. They actually make some really good setups.
Yeah, if you want some setups, you need to check them out, and you get a discount if you use that code. What's that code?
FJV 15% or 15. Correction.
Oh yeah, make you more competitive. I'd need one of those codes if I was racing something like this. I can't turn right.
Well,
I don't know what that means.
Now, here's the thing with this. This league is all fixed racing, so what you all are seeing here, in regards to spacing and all that, that's all about consistency and basically how well they can drive the course, because all of them are on the exact same setup. They can only change the same 3 things, which is the steering offset, brake bias, and steering ratio. So what you're seeing here is pure skill and consistency.
Yep, I'm truly a fan of the fixed setup leagues and stuff when I can get into them, because I'm one of those guys. I don't have the time to sit and play with setups and try to come up with something. So yeah, something like PRS setups that would be something I would use as well if I was into competitive open setup series racing.
Well, it's like you all see me and I like, just in general, like some of these drivers that we see in here, I do pretty good in fixed setups. I can lead races. I can win a race here and there, and I actually perform really good. When I'm new to this. I guess you could say I'm kind of new. Within a year of being on the server, but ooh, it's just a Malarkey just crashed. Looks like there's no damage. If I had to guess, he got loose or. Let's take a seat. A quick look.
Chicken Man Joe Archer done for the night. Manually disconnected. Too much damage on the 56.
Oh, got into the grass, gassed it, and turned the car around. Luckily, no damage, so he is able to keep going. But back to the point I was saying is like you said, like I do really good in fixed series. That's where I gained a lot of my IR in just racing, saving tires, and being able to finish top 5 consistently. But I hopped in open sessions, and I don't know anything about setups, to be honest. So it really comes to excuse me. I would finish like 10th, 15th. It was a struggle, and once I started getting setups from setup shops, I started seeing improvement and being able to compete. But as Malarkey just missed the chicane again, or I assume for the first time, so he's gonna have to slow down a bit. But with PRS, let's just put it this way: with PRS, I was able to get my very first open win with them. So shout out to them for making some really good setups.
Yeah, Farmer Joe's Chickens. That's Joe Archer over on YouTube. He says, "Oh boy, that track ate me up." No sweat, Joe. I feel your pain on this one. It's difficult to run a stock car here. It really is.
Yeah, go back to the chicken coop and start thinking of new ways you can do different things back there. Maybe get a couple emus that fight. Maybe a zebra, a lion.
I'm telling you, jousting is the thing, man. I think if you had a couple emus and somehow trained them to run at each other with a rider on them, we could use them for jousting. I think that would be cool. I would watch that.
You could charge admission on the YouTube.
Then you could gamble on it too.
Now you're talking.
That's where the real money is.
The laws are probably a little looser on gambling in Canada, aren't they? I mean,
I don't know. As long as Trudeau gets his cut, he probably doesn't care.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Oh, he said he's got work to do because he's got a bunch more chicks hatching. If you've never seen his Facebook page, Farmer Joe's Chickens, he'll take video of the incubator and you can watch the chicks hatch out. You can watch them live sometimes. He's got a live feed up sometimes. You can sit there and watch baby chicks hatch out of their eggs. It's kind of cool.
Oh, he streams that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. That reminds me of one where like the ducks, where you could feed the ducks and it's on Twitch, I believe.
Yeah.
Where you donate bits and it actually feeds the ducks based off the bits. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, there's your caution.
Competition caution. We're 1/4 of the way done with this rate. Man, that went by real quick. Holy smokes.
That's a good idea, though. He could charge for them. They will die. He won't feed them unless you pay on Twitch.
You can't starve baby chicks, man.
Why not?
It's not cool.
It's a good way to get a free feed.
The incubators are pretty cool too. In high school I actually built one as a school project. We had to do like a school project and I actually built my own incubator.
Nice.
But Joe, that's just an idea for you to stream and do that.
That'd be pretty cool. I just, if you don't donate, these chicks will die. They will perish. I need your money and support.
He said they just named one of the chicks Alan.
Perfect.
That's awesome.
It's open. It came out with all the limbs and normal. The old Alan. one chicken.
Maybe it'll grow a beard.
Man,
Oh.
I would just like to say, this track is long when our leader had to go around the entire track, barely come around, and the pace car is barely coming out of pit road.
They should probably slow the pace car down at tracks like this that are so long.
It does become an issue on the restarts.
I would honestly, I don't know. So the pace laps feels like it takes forever here.
It takes a long time for everybody to catch up to the rear too.
That
No,
is
that's
We'll
true.
keep
why
an eye on them. And
That's why we're talking about all these chickens. There's nothing
Matt
else to
Forns,
talk about.
Matt Forns is your last car on the lead lap, so he's about half a lap behind the pace car right now.
Yeah, and he's barely getting to the start finish line, so he's got some catching up to do. But
everybody's going to pit anyway, so we can keep that in mind as well.
Man, just look at this lead that the top three had.
They're still up by themselves out there.
Gary Sack sitting in fourth. Gary Sack's actually doing a really good job this race, being consistent. He's got damage and stuff, but he seems to be managing it pretty good.
Well, what's amazing is he's not. Oh, he's calling out where the pace car is. Well, he didn't quit to go be a pirate tonight. A little swashbuckling Gary Sack. He'll probably jump off real quick so he can be a pirate again.
You gotta go find that booty. Ain't that what the pirates look for?
I think so. He's the pirate guy.
You got to be careful being a pirate nowadays. There's dangers to pirates nowadays that they didn't really face back in the day. Like you got to worry about your actress ex-wife pooping in your bed and stuff now.
That's not a pirate problem. That was from that guy's from a movie. That's not a real pirate.
Johnny Depp's not a real. He's not a real pirate.
I think he thinks he is.
Oh, okay. That's
Gary Sack's more pirate than Johnny Depp. I mean, I thought you were going to say something about Somalia pirates, or you came up with Johnny Depp.
Hey, the Somali pirates thing. You know what? I wish I could sign up to be one of those security guys. So you just ride around on the ship until the little pirates come along and you just open up on them. That'd be kind of
cool. Yeah, I saw like a news, not a news thing. I think I saw. Where did I see that from? That might have been like a news report where they show like what ships do as they pass through some of those waters because it's so risky.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, it is.
Right the Horn of Africa.
Yeah, over there in the Strait of Gibraltar or something, I think.
What's the name of that movie? The one where he goes, "I'm the captain now."
Captain Phillips.
There we go.
Tom Hanks. Yeah. Yeah. Nowadays, there's private security hired on those vessels now, where they just put some sandbags up by the railing, and here comes a little inflatable pirate boat. Start cracking off rounds at them. They'll turn around after that.
Yeah, the pirating kind of went away after they learned from the movie that they can't do that anymore. Oh, the old pit stop routine. Gary Sack's still in the pits.
He's probably going to take the opportunity, and Angel is hitting every possible cone in his way. Gary's probably going to get all his damage fixed, because we do got to remember that this is going to be the long green flag run with green flag pit stops. Because the next one comes at lap 35, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Right.
Yes.
So if that's the case, they're going to have to come in twice. It's going to be... damage affects it to a certain extent, but I would definitely get it fixed. especially knowing that it's just gonna go green and there's no cautions.
And look, that's a great point you make, because the longer you're out there under green, the more time you're going to lose when you have damage. That's an excellent point.
I only spent 48 seconds in the pits getting everything squared away, so we shall see.
Are we getting the one to green here yet? I think we will this time around. We'll see.
I would hope. I mean, there's so much pirate and chicken talk. I can do my Florida man routine at some point. I mean,
Looks like everybody's going to catch up to the back of the field here, so we won't have anyone left behind here, especially after we run one more lap under caution.
Man, these pace laps are so. Oh my gosh, that's the only thing I hate about road courses. Well, even the oval here, whenever a caution comes out, everybody hates it, but because it takes so long. Well, let's put it this way: our race pace is about 2 minutes. It seems like our caution pace is about 3 minutes.
Yeah, I see 3:33 is the lap that Angel ran under caution there.
No, I believe that includes the pit stop speed, but still, that is a long time. Well,
Johnny
you just
John Nidek?
Johnny Nidick joining us on Facebook saying that pace car needs to speed his ass up.
I think I agree with you on that one. Holy smokes!
We should have played it. Next time we'll play a game. How many mosquitoes can you kill with your salt gun during the
Hey,
caution laps?
hey, Francisco's got one too. We'll have a contest. See who can kill the most bugs with the salt gun during the caution. I'll be ready. Mine's loaded up with I'm using Morton iodized ammunition today.
Oh, nothing but the finest.
That's match ammunition. When you
Those salt guns are really fun.
I love mine, man.
Especially I use them on spiders too, and man, some of those spiders take like three or four pumps to get them down.
And look, you can knock down a red wasp with it. It kind of just shreds their wings up, you know. So as soon as they hit the ground, you just stomp them, you know. But yep, I've killed some red wasps.
Hate wasps.
Oh, Farmer Joe's chickens. Joe Archer says just hatched, uploading video to YouTube. I guess the one he named Alan is being loaded up to YouTube.
Oh, you
right
got
now.
a chicken named after you.
I gotta go check that out now. That chicken is. How many miles away do you think that is from here? It's got to be like 5,000 miles or something ridiculous.
It's definitely a few thousand.
Hey Joe, send me a link to your YouTube through my Discord.
Yeah, send it. Everybody's gonna watch that instead of this. I'm gonna even probably switch myself. If you don't hear me for a while, I'm gonna be watching.
I'm gonna mute myself and watch Chicks.
I'm gonna watch Alan hatch. Hopefully, it doesn't come out like a mutant chicken.
For me, all my screens are occupied with the broadcast tools to bring this broadcast to life. But
Yeah, you're doing too much work.
I've always thought about adding a fourth monitor above my 3, but that's because sometimes, I want to have the broadcast stuff up and then maybe something on top. That way, whenever there's a caution or anything, I could look up and see what's going on or whatever.
I usually watch the baseball game during these road courses.
I
on my
tried
other
to
screen.
get the Deadgum Rangers game somewhere where I could stream it, but my cable provider does not participate in Bally's Sports Southwest, so I can't watch it. It's pretty
Yeah,
aggravated the other day. Yeah, here we go through the bus stop. They got about
Another minute before they go
another
green.
mile to go. Lord.
I wish they would just speed up and then slow down once you get to the, you know, like to the chicane portion.
DH
Cause
on YouTube says, I'm thankful there's no stage racing in Xfinity. It'd be murder at the road courses. Yeah. It's pretty hard to sit here and watch, but that gives the drivers a chance to decompress a little bit and think about their strategy. Maybe do a little texting. Download some new recipes for, I don't know.
Drinking.
Oh, we got guys hitting each other in the chicane. 96 was one of them. Here we go. Green flag is out as these guys approach the trioval here. I never thought we'd see that. Double file going through that chicane is pretty difficult for some people. Look at the 92, Greg Klein with a huge move on the inside going around Ethan Flanagan. So Greg Klein with the second spot now. And everybody's single file again.
that did not take long. Speaking of that contact before we went green, Angel, me and him raced quite a bit, or we're always hanging out in a voice chat. And on road courses, he always talks about how entering a bus stop or chicane side by side always scares him because he's always worried somebody's gonna do that because it's pretty common. So right when he said, I'm like, doesn't surprise me, but at the same time, usually I don't think we've had an issue under yellow at any of the road courses. Yeah, that was the first one.
Stephen M on YouTube saying, when I text while I pace, I definitely rear end somebody. So there you go. There's always a danger in it.
Now, Greg Klein is right on keeping up with Angel. They kind of created a gap already to Ethan. But I've definitely had that happen where I'm texting on a pace lap. Ooh, Gary.
That's Forns. Tony Fry and Matt Forns both spun in the bus stop.
Gary Sack has wrecked.
Uh-oh.
Gary Sack?
What happened with this?
Gary, come on now.
I'm too busy watching Alan hatch, and I hear our broadcast in the background. Ooh, Alan, you're hatching.
I've been hatched.
So Gary didn't get any damage. He just sent it in too hard and lost control. That's what happened with him. What happened with Anthony Fry? Did the same thing happen to him?
He spun before he did, yeah. I didn't see how he got around, but he definitely got around there.
Sent it a little too hard. Just couldn't get it turned to the right and went straight into that tire barrier and has a lot of damage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he tore up the right front for sure. Spire's joining us over on YouTube saying, no, Gary, don't. But he didn't hit anything, so he should be good to go.
Well, that's one thing I'm noticing about so far is depending on where you're at, you could get away with not getting any damage at all. It seems like the biggest thing these guys are battling is just looseness, like I mentioned before race, is on entry or on exit.
Here's the deal. Go ahead, man.
As Angel's starting to create a gap over Greg Klein, and honestly, they're starting to spread out big time.
Turner, what kind of chicken am I? What breed of chicken am I?
Well, I had to get back to work here broadcasting this race. It was an ugly one.
Am I a white leghorn? Am I a barred rock?
I don't know what kind of chicken it is.
Silky.
It was an ugly little chicken with a lot of feathers.
A Rhode Island red.
You have to ask Farmer Joe for that.
We had a lot of barred rocks when I was a kid, man. That was my favorite one. I wouldn't mind being a silky, though. You ever seen a silky? It's weird. It doesn't really even look like feathers. It looks almost like fur on them. They're weird looking. But they're very soft, and I think they're very They're very social. They're very they like people.
Angel just put
Oh,
up the fastest lap with a 154.41.
nice.
Yeah, we want to thank Angry Idiots for sponsoring this race tonight. The Angry Idiots 152. Adam Strom joining us over on YouTube. Say, evening, fellas, and happy Friday. Sorry, Turner, for not making it to pit road tonight. Enjoying a bonfire and some cold coolers. Watching the
Oh,
best broadcasters in the business. I wonder
oh.
who he's watching.
I don't know, but at least he's got
Oh.
something to drink.
Well, when you're done watching them, Strom, come watch us. That's what I'll say about it.
Oh, well,
And get some beer that's not watered down, would you? Come on, Strom.
if
Maybe he's drinking Coors Banquet. That'd be all right.
he's trying to drink quantity, he's got a good one.
Yeah, there you go. Put away many silver bullets in my time.
I got a question for y'all here. So, for the leaders up here, they are obviously creating a gap. Now, do you believe there is such thing as, how I put it, too big of a gap to where you should start letting off and taking it easier? Or are y'all one of those that I'm just going to keep pushing this car to its limits every single lap to get the biggest gap I can get?
I want a gap that's just big enough to where if they have a better pit stop than I do, they're not going to pass me when we pit again later on in the race at lap 35. Now, I guess you could kind of, I don't even know if you could stagger your stops to where you wouldn't have to stop at lap 35. I guess you could. Short pit it, you know what I mean?
Well, I think the
Probably the
way
best
that
thing to do.
the way that these laps are turning out, it's gonna be. Ooh, Steven McComas showing that he's wrecked. I didn't leave like too serious damage. So I'm assuming he got loose, but based on the laps, is what I was told was 11, 12 laps on fuel. So if that's the case, they came in lap 10, probably went green lap 12. So 23, 34. They might have to pit right before lap 35, and we might not see anybody pit on the lap 35.
That's what I'm thinking. If they pitted, most people pitted lap 11. So if they pit again at 22 and again at 33, that's it. They don't have to come in anymore. And why would we have a competition caution? But just to take away the progress that the leaders have made, out driving the rest of the field.
Well,
So
so maybe we're gonna have it so somebody can fight somebody and
Yeah.
drive right into them.
maybe I don't.
I will
That's what
say
I
that
like to
would
see.
be an exciting finish, though.
Yeah.
Because by the looks of it, on restarts and all that, Greg Klein and what happened to?
Red Stick Mike Simone got into it with Derek
Oh,
Schimmel.
something happened with Ethan Flanagan. He's slow.
He might have blown an engine. He's just sitting there.
I'm gonna rewind this back real quick. I want to see what happened to him.
I didn't see anything that happened to him, to be honest with you.
Hold on, I want to go in his. Oh, and he was a top 3 driver.
Flanagan was one of the fastest guys starting out here. Where did he start? Third? Second or third?
Unless, can one of y'all check to see if he had a black flag or something?
Let me check it out. He's got a meatball flag right now.
He must have blown
damage.
his engine. Well, going into that bus stop, he must have downshifted, blown his
Yeah.
engine, would be my guess.
Money shift, maybe, huh?
Yep. That's what
He's
it looks
definitely got
like.
a meatball now, though, and
Yep,
He's gonna be sitting there.
he blew his engine.
he money shifted it.
I don't think he money shifted, but it looked like he was on high revs the entire backstretch. So I'm assuming as he stayed in third gear, and when he shifted down, the car was already at its limit. and it just blew on. Yep. Oh, that's tough.
That's rough.
That'll end your night right there. 0 fast repairs here. Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series. Angry Idiot 152.
And Ethan Flanagan's actually a playoff driver, so that means he's got his work cut out for him next week, depending on the point standings. Let's see here.
Oh,
What? What happened?
hang on a second. I'm reading. Hang on. Okay, here we go. It says, this is from Farmer Joe. This is from Joe Archer. He says, the Allen chicken is a Orpington. That's the breed of chicken he is. It's dual purpose. They raise them for meat and for eggs.
So they're gonna eat the Allen chicken?
After Allen chicken lays some eggs, I guess. And then Farmer Joe also says that the next one that's going to hatch out is going to be named Adam. So there you go, Adam.
Oh man.
He'll have all the broadcasters in the coop when he's done.
Yeah, probably where they
Getting
belong.
these things out. Yeah. We can't expose people to extremist content if we're in a chicken coop, you know?
I mean, are we really exposing anyone to extremist
not really.
content? I didn't know.
Well, extremely single file content, I guess you could say.
Yeah, extremely. Well, you know what? That next week will be totally different when they're at.
Oh man, I can't
Bristol.
wait.
I'll
Bristol's
be
gonna
back
be
with-
fun.
Yeah, we'll have some fun with that one.
It's
I'm a
gonna be
little
a
down.
blast. It's gonna be a cutoff race.
Yeah,
It's gonna
no,
be great.
I'm gonna suffer through this so I can get to that.
I need to pour me another one while I'm sitting here thinking about it.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, what else are you gonna do? There ain't nothing really happening on the track at the moment.
Gary Sachs attempting to pass the 6 of Anthony Fry. He's trying to battle back from his spin, and he's got a few cars in front of him. Matt Fornes is actually doing pretty good considering the fact that he has no front end.
Yeah, that probably only hurts him here in the backstretch where he's, or the whatever that would be, turn 3 and 4 in Big Daytona.
Yes.
Yep, and then he goes into the chicane here. Maybe he'll spin his friend Derek Schimmel. That would be fun.
I would just like to point this out. Angel is ahead by about 7.5 seconds.
That's crazy.
And then he is 20 seconds ahead of the 9 of Justin Barkley, who's in third place.
Is Barkley is having a battle with Cubans, right? So that's probably our best battle right there. Alan
Actually, it
Kewins
is Kewins and Justin Malarkey.
Oh, Malarkey behind him. Oh, so there's like a three-way battle right there. 2 Justins, 1 Allen. See who wins.
Nobody wins today. Nobody.
The chickens are winning. I feel like I'm winning. I'm going to have a chicken named after me.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, that's probably the most exciting point of my entire week.
Matt Thorns has wrecked again, and I think it's the same spot.
Stop it, Forns. Leave
He's
them
got a
tires alone, man.
Short memory. 73 of Malarkey is passing Cubans here before the bus stop. So there you go.
Yep, man, that corner has gone in 3 times today.
He's just not able to learn.
Somebody needs to start beating him every time he hits that corner. He'll learn.
That's honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it's frustrating knowing the fact there, like, if you can't figure out a corner, it's the most annoying thing in the world because it's like you try different things and it'll work one time and then you completely mess it up the next time.
Back up your lift point, breaking point, you know, something. I don't know.
I don't think he cares. He's probably just having a good time. We should
Now,
leave him alone.
correct
Yeah,
me if I'm wrong. The winner of these races moves automatically gets moved on to the next round, correct?
I believe so.
I think so.
Oh, this might actually work out for whoever wins this race. I mean, they're gonna go into Bristol without any worries of, you know, Bristol's Bristol. We all know that. We all know that that place could either be very friendly or not so friendly.
Myers joining us on YouTube saying Angel is a god on these road courses.
Yeah, he's pretty damn good. Because
Pretty awesome,
I
man.
know Greg Klein is really good, and
He's good
Angels
at him too, yeah.
kind of put him to shame right here. But since we're going to have that competition caution at 35, Greg Klein can climb Angel.
He can climb him, yes.
If you don't know what that means, that's when you basically square up and just destroy the bumper of the car in front of you and
Or
turn him.
him. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. As I just mentioned, the winner of the race automatically gets this next round. Next week, it's Bristol. I'm sure some of these playoff drivers aren't going to be, you know, they're going to want to use their bumper if it means securing a position in next round without having to worry about Bristol, which can be unpredictable depending on the racing. You know, I can honestly see not just Klein, but anybody, especially in third, fourth, maybe risking it to win this race.
I love short track racing probably as much or more than I like plate racing. I would settle for, I would watch Thompson, South Boston, Bristol, Martinsville every week. If the whole schedule was short tracks, I'd be happier than one of Joe's chickens.
And you see, for me, I like Bristol and like your intermediate tracks. So tracks where you actually have to let off and use your brake just slightly. I would say like Kansas is a really fun track.
Michigan.
I love Kansas. Michigan's a good one too.
Miami. I like.
Actually, I don't think I've seen Homestead that much, to be honest.
Oh, that's a good one. If you like, having to fight tire wear and, low banking and stuff like that, Miami's a pretty awesome one to watch as well.
I've raced it. I don't think I've ever broadcasted or seen a race at Homestead. The other track that I like is Charlotte. Ooh, Gary Sack has wrecked. Oh, he's stuck in the same wall that Matt Force has hit. Oh man, but he's gonna blow the engine.
Remember John Larroquette in the movie Stripes? You know, when he tripped and he told the guy walking with it, the lieutenant or whatever, he's like, have that removed. That's exactly what these guys are thinking right here with this tire barrier that juts out right there in the middle of that turn.
Yeah, I grabbed old Gary.
Gary and old Matt Fornes, they're just having fits with that thing.
But yeah, play tracks, I mean, racing them and watch. I think I'd rather race plate tracks than watch them. Except for like the last 5 to 10 laps of the racing at plate tracks. But overall, the intermediate tracks like Charlotte, Texas, Vegas. Ooh, Vegas is a good one too. I just thought of. Bristol's a solid one. Martinsville, not a fan favorite of mine.
Yeah.
But what was the other? North Wilkesboro. North Wilkesboro is a fun track too.
Yep. Agreed.
You really beat and bang on that track.
One short track that I never have been a fan of is Richmond. I hated racing there. I didn't like watching races there. Richmond is one of them. If they scratched it from the schedule, I wouldn't miss it. I'd rather watch Dover or something.
Oh, Dover's one track I love to race. I haven't broadcasted a Dover race. Or actually, have I? No, it was on the schedule, I believe, for Cup.
Mm,
Or if it was before I started broadcasting with you
yeah,
all.
probably.
No, they never did. They didn't do Dover for the Cup Series.
That's a shame. That's a good one.
Um, for me, I when it came to Richmond, I didn't enjoy racing that track until I got my Fanatec V3 pedals, because then it seemed like I was able to hit the marks a little bit better and do a better job of turning the car and actually have speed. But when it comes to broadcasting, I don't know. The thing is, some of these tracks, the ability to pass is so annoying and it's so hard that it really just gets boring.
Like Indianapolis. That's terrible.
Daytona Road. Speaking of
Daytona Road Course.
Kobe Sutphin joining us over on the Twitch stream. Good to see you, Kobe. He says that Angel looks like the only one who got up to speed. The rest of the field don't really have a shot right now. He said third time is the charm. So
Yep.
definitely recognizing that the 42 is out there just dominating this deal.
Kobe is a buddy of ours who is currently has COVID and is sitting at home.
Oh, damn, buddy.
So, wish him to feel better, but
I'm going to go to Tractor Supply and get him some of that horse medicine.
Oh, that stuff works. I used it. It's not a big deal. I mean,
I could have put some on my pizza today just to prevent me from getting it in the future. It works like that, don't it?
I think so. I mean,
Okay.
just YouTube it, guys. Don't trust us. We're not doctors. All right, we're coming up on what are we on a 24th lap here? We should be seeing
Pit stop soon, yeah.
some pits here pretty soon.
Justin Malarkey's already pitted. Well, no, he had to pit twice on that first round. That's right. Gary Sack pitted at lap 22.
well, he got stuck in the wall.
Oh, that's from his freaking damage. That's right.
Yeah.
He's back out on the track, but well,
Man,
he's still running 2-minute laps.
Man,
He didn't
that's
have that much damage.
well. I don't think it was the damage that got him. It was the fact that he got stuck in the wall. The tire didn't want to let him go. With Matt Forens, he was able to reverse out of it. Gary, he was revving the engine trying to escape it, and he just couldn't do anything. So it'll be interesting to see how he does. But man, I think it'll be tough.
Matt Fornes just passed Derek Schimmel for 8th. That was exciting.
Johnny Noddick. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm not going to say exactly what he said. He said, must be a picture of, we're just going to say a cat on the wall, and that's why Fornes keeps hitting it. He's mesmerized by this picture.
Yeah.
And then Albert Anderson says, by far the best track on the circuit's Talladega. With a bunch of smirking, smiley face emojis. And the reason he says that is because Albert got him a win at Talladega the other night. I'll tell you what, that was a blast to watch. I enjoyed calling that one. And we all were proud that Albert got that win. And
I'm gonna have to agree with him. I got my dub in my first M.Dot win at Talladega this season.
Hey, I won the first money race in M.Dot history, and it was at Talladega.
Oh, so Talladega's the good luck.
That's a good luck. It's a good luck charm for us three.
No, I think
killed there.
Nobody's brought it up, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up. Alan's favorite track is Pocono.
Oh God!
I had forgotten about that. Yeah,
Angel and Greg Klein are coming into pit.
That's about time they should. Well, maybe Matt or Alan Kewins can come up and pit as well, and then go to turn 2 and hit his teammate and take him out of the race, because that's what happens to me with my teammate Alan English at Pocono.
And changing the subject right away, Albert Anderson also says that Indianapolis Speedway should be torn down and turned into low-income housing because that place sucks.
Wow. Well, I don't
Good
know
for
if we
Indy
need to go that.
cars,
Yeah,
not
Indy
good for
cars.
stock cars.
I think we don't even race there anymore, do we? On the NASCAR
I think
circuit.
they do the road course now,
Yeah,
Well,
they
that's what
which
we
started
is
need.
out.
even worse.
Yeah, that's what we need. Another damn
It's
road
terrible.
course. This is ridiculous.
I enjoyed racing Indy, but it has to be a solid field. Like
Yeah,
I remember in one league we did it, and it was like a 30 to 40 car field, and honestly, it was really fun.
I love it in like an open wheel car. The oval, the
Yeah,
road course is fun in like a GT3 or something like that. That's okay. I can get some enjoyment out of that. Stock car, forget it. Don't race on the oval. Don't race on the road course. Just don't even don't even park in the parking lot with a stock car. It's ridiculous.
now I want to say, did Greg Klein have issues on pit road or something happened? Because now he's in fourth place. Justin Barkley and Justin Malarkey are second and third, and they're currently really close to each other, so they might be seeing a battle soon. But what's it called?
Well, when Barkley and Malarkey pit, Greg's gonna get them spots back.
Oh, they haven't pit yet. Holy smokes.
Oh, they haven't pitted yet.
Man, that's when you know that y'all were way ahead.
They've been short shifting or something to try to stretch this out. I think that's what they're doing.
Well, they last pit 11 and 12, so nine's coming in this time by. So they were able to go about 13, 14 laps. Well, Justin Malarkey's still going.
Oh, I think it might take me a little nap. Oh. How many more laps to the,
I don't
9 more
know.
laps to the competition car?
You got plenty of time. I mean, if you need to take a nap, feel free.
For going back to the Indy conversation, with stock cars, I actually enjoy it. I actually enjoy it at Indy, surprisingly. But like I said, it has to be a big field for it to be really good.
And the package has to be right? Because remember back in the 90s when they first started going there for the Brickyard 400. And, who was it? Jeff Gordon won the first one, didn't he? I believe he did. Anyway, the cars raced better on it then. Can you imagine putting them on there again right now with the crazy packages and stuff that they run and Cup? No, it wouldn't be any fun to watch.
I mean,
I
it's
think
almost
what
like putting them on a road course. I mean, it's just dumb.
I think what's happening. That's the reason I believe you see a lot of the leagues like MDOT. I know they're planning. Actually, I think they said they're sticking with the Gen 6, but a
Like
lot
Simone
of
around.
a lot of leagues and stuff still race the Gen 6 rather than the next gens because of the way they handle. And honestly, I mean, it's just you get to some of these tracks, and with the next gens, it just feels like follow the leader. No passing, no nothing. Just stick there and hope somebody makes a mistake and you get a free spot. But that's why you see MDOT. I think they're sticking with the Gen 6 is what I heard. Am I wrong or?
I don't think a decision has been made yet. I
Ah,
think they're
okay.
leaning towards the next gen, but don't quote me on that. We're about to have a leadership changeover anyway in MDOT, and I think that nothing is really set in stone right now. I think a lot of it's going to have to do with driver opinion, and how long is iRacing going to support the Gen 6 platform? The vast majority of people, and let's face it, NASCAR drivers that use iRacing, they want to see that money and that research and those upgrades and stuff put into the next gen car, not wasted on the Gen 6. So
Yeah, the
it's just my
Gens.
opinion that the support's going to go away when it becomes legacy, and they're not gonna upgrade it anymore.
Gens, honestly, I feel like Gen 6 already gonna. I mean, we haven't seen anything with Gen 6. It's gone. Uh, I think next gen, it's weird. The way that the car handles, the way that in order to pass. Kansas was. I tested. I tested a Kansas setup from Premier Racing Setups on Kansas, and in general, this is the same thing amongst every place that does setups or anything like that. The people driving them, it gets so tight, but then randomly it just snaps loose, and it's just weird. The next gens are just weird.
Albert Anderson says, "Hey, who's the third guy in the booth with you guys?" Uh,
That is
Albert, that's not very nice. Albert, this is Francisco Villarreal. He's a Texas boy like me and Adam. He's from down south, right down there close to McAllen. So he's a good guy, and he does the Friday nights at M Dot doing the Cup racing, and he's in Road to Pro. Uh, he's very knowledgeable when it comes to all things iRacing. So we're we're we have enjoyed our time with Francisco so far. He hasn't pissed us off too much yet, so
No, not
not
at
yet.
all.
Not yet.
No, he's an actual driver that knows how to drive English. We just know how to talk and watch the
well, that's
show.
debatable too, man. I'm not,
Well, that's true.
not sure I know how to
I
talk.
mean, we're present and available.
Well, we did see the 27 car lose it a few minutes ago, right there in the infield section of this road course. Red Stick Mike Simone from Baton Rouge. That's why we call him Red Stick. If y'all don't know, if y'all haven't understood the reference to that, Baton Rouge in French means red stick. Now, why would you name a town that? I don't really know. But out
I
of
mean,
all these drivers, I think Mike Simone, out of all these drivers, he's probably my favorite Cajun guy. Um, oh wait, he's probably the only one.
yeah, I mean, he keeps crashing. I mean, that gets that crawfish juice on his hands every race. Seems like
And
hits
then
the
he probably
wall.
wipes his eyes.
Yeah,
Oh man, Matt
not
Thorne's in
back
the
in the
tire
tires.
barriers
Yeah,
Oh, this is
out
a
of
different
turn
time
two
barriers.
there.
well, he likes
He
tires.
likes hitting all the tire barriers. He's trying to kind of even out both sides of his race car, I think.
He probably can't see over his mustache.
Oh, Justin Malark, he barely came
Still
to
rolling.
pits.
He's rolling. The leader just got around him there.
Hmm.
All right, let's see what here. Yopa J just rated the channel with one viewer.
Oh yeah, I
What's
know
that?
Yopa. He
He's
is.
rating with a party of one. What does that mean? He rated us?
So that means,
Off a
by the way,
penny
I hope you
rating?
had a good stream, Yopa. That means he was streaming and he brings all his viewers and brings them over to well, in this case, my stream on Twitch.
Oh,
So like, let's say he had like 20 viewers. Those 20 viewers come over to my stream when he's done, and it basically just automatically switches over. And Derek Schimmel has crashed.
oh,
Looks like no damage. Looks like he just got loose. Now, Yopa J is also in MDOT, I believe. Um, Actually, he runs. Is it the Truck Series? I could be wrong, but I forget what series it is. But he runs an MDOT as well.
Well, Albert Anderson does have some advice some dating advice for all you guys out there. He says, "Don't ever mess with a woman from Baton Rouge, because she'll bury your underwear in the front yard, and you won't be able to leave the house."
That sounds like something that might have
That
actually
sounds
happened.
like personal experience. That's very oddly specific. I don't see that why that would keep me from
But
going anywhere. But
it, well, I mean, did
well,
she
we got to
set
talk
the?
about something, you
I
know.
mean, if she sets the house on fire after doing that, that's when you got a real problem.
Yeah.
Ooh, Greg Klein. Get into it with McComas a little bit.
You ever take a step back from what you're doing and you think, "What am I doing? What am I
I
doing with myself here?"
I just did that.
Which you just did it too.
Yeah, I was like staring into my computer screen, and I'm just like, "What's happening? Why am I here?"
By the way, I just saw the comment of Albert Henderson saying I look like tech support at Best Buy. I will take that. I would take that, and
That's funny.
I can see
I
how
love
I
it.
do.
Hey, those guys run the world, man. I couldn't do it without tech support at anywhere.
Nah, for me, when it comes to tech, I can do some of the stuff. Once you get into like the very good details, yet no. Wait, Albert Anderson. Why does that name sound familiar?
Is this America's driver?
He's our friend, and he's America's driver. Yeah.
He's on a
It's
couple other
officially
leagues. Yeah.
He's been on here, watched a couple of our races before, because he was making fun of my ZZ Top beard. Oh, 73 going through the grass in the bus stop. Somebody pushed him through there, I think. He's not too happy on the radio.
Oh, he does it. Well, let's go rewind and look. Oh, I think it was a 27.
Did Mike Simone push him through the bus stop?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Action, finally.
Yeah,
Let's see here.
Throwing helmets and throwing hands. I wish we could key up on the radio and just kind of stir the pot. You know what I mean?
I could type it
Oh,
into the broadcast channel. Oh, he hit him hard.
that was a
Type in there and
hard
say,
hit.
"Hey, Mike Simone told us he was going to do that to you tonight."
Then we can have some fights. Oh, red
Ah,
stick. Don't worry, Malarkey. He's just eating crawfish. He ain't trying to hurt nobody.
that was a really hard hit. Holy smokes. Now, Mike Simone doesn't have any front end.
Yeah, you don't need it.
There's only 9 laps left. Holy smokes, where does this race go?
Right
know,
to
but
the. I can tell you where it's gone. It's right down a sewer.
I'll tell you where I'm going. I'm going to take me a little Yahtzee break.
Yeah, that's a good idea. What's Foreign's doing here? It looks like he's playing hide and go seek with those curbs on the chicane.
Mr. Albert Anderson says, please excuse my behavior tonight, gentlemen. I am riding shotgun on Captain Morgan.
Oh, that's a good place to be.
Wait a minute, are you with the pirate just like Gary?
Yeah.
I,
Yeah, we have an actual pirate driver here. He left last week to go play a pirate game. I think it's a different kind of pirate, though. Captain Morgan's the more fun pirate.
Sea of Thieves, that game is pretty fun. I've never played it, but it looks interesting.
Gary loves it.
Yeah, he does.
Gary Sachs, the head swashbuckler over there on Sea of Thieves. Pirate
Being
man.
a Gary, he has no hood. He just skipped the chicane. Gonna get a penalty for that.
He had first 20 laps were pretty good for him, maybe 15. He just
Well,
had some problems.
I think what happens at this track, and I think I could vouch for this just because it happened to me on Monday. These road courses, it's all about rhythm. if you get in rhythm, like you can hit your marks consistently. The moment something goes wrong, either you overdrive a corner, you get in the grass just a bit, it just seems like everything else goes wrong. You just can't find your rhythm again.
Just too many places to make a mistake when there's this many turns, you know?
Very
We're
true.
used to four. You know, you need only 4 turns and you need like to turn left. That's what NASCAR is all about, right?
Oh yeah.
Now they're throwing all this stuff in the mix. Yeah, this ain't Formula One, guys. This is
Gary
NASCAR.
just wrecked again. Or
Yeah.
did he blow an engine? Because he parked it real quick.
Well, let's see what I miss.
Oh, Gary, the
Let's see
Oh, what happened
here.
to
swashbuckler.
Black? What happened to Blackbeard?
Let me see. Oh, so he
Well,
goes through the grass. Holding it, holding it.
Albert said he's riding shotgun with the actual Captain Morgan himself. So
I think he just decided to park it.
that's all right, Gary.
Farmer Joe's Chickens, Joe Archer over on YouTube. He's pulling for Angel Hernandez. So let's go get this Angel TMJ Motorsports in the house.
He has a 20, almost a 27-second lead over second place Greg Klein.
What is Malarkey just ran through the chicane?
Oh, you should have seen what happened earlier. He was not happy.
He just went through the chicane. Now he's slowing down, going into one. Is he waiting for the 27?
Oh, I hope so.
Well,
Where is
I think
this?
that's what happened. Turn 1. Going into turn 2 here.
Oh, I see. Now I'm on it. I see something brewing.
I think the 73 intentionally missed the chicane so the
Yeah.
27 would go around him.
And
Well, they had a
now he's
little
gonna.
incident. Did they have another
Yeah.
incident?
No,
I
but
think it's coming.
they're about to. This could be the best part of the night. Oh well, can't wait.
Or
If you don't,
I wonder if he did it just to let him by, because I think the 27 was, I don't know.
That's
well,
possible.
Because remember, he cut that chicane, and that is a 4-second penalty that you have to slow down for.
oh,
The 42 Hernandez in the pit with Greg Klein.
okay. Well, we're now coming up on that
Exactly.
caution, so
Well, Angel already went in the pits, came out, and he is still the leader.
not surprising.
Greg Klein coming out.
Klein's going to beat these guys out too.
Yep.
Matt Fornes is off the track again.
Oh, he was just hitting some cones.
That's all right.
Gary Sack just wrote on YouTube, it says, "I'm sad."
Oh, he's disconnected.
Well,
Gary, go,
Don't be sad, man. Go,
do your pirate thing. Make
yeah,
yourself
go
happy.
find some booty and treasure and
Washbuckle.
man. It always makes you feel better. And stream it so other people can enjoy it.
very
Right.
true.
It's
That's the
fun
key.
to watch.
Is it? I've never seen it.
It really is.
There
Oh,
it is.
here's-
There's your competition caution.
Maybe we could get into like swashbuckling broadcasting. You think there's a big market for that?
I think what makes it interesting is they do add stuff. So, like for example, I brought it up earlier. Captain Jack Sparrow. He's actually in the game.
Is somebody doing something? What were you saying? What did he do? English? I guess I lost him.
Say that again.
Jack Sparrow. Somebody
Jack
did
Sparrow,
something
yeah.
to his bed. What was that?
Get my court TV to find that out. I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, his ex-wife left him a treasure in his bed one day.
Why would she do such a thing?
I don't know, but I read a story that he's gonna have those bird spikes installed on his bed so it doesn't happen again.
Oh God.
Yeah.
All right. Well, competition caution. So we should have like a green white checker, right? I mean,
It should be about a
check.
3-lap shootout.
Yeah. This track's so big that we should only get what, 2 caution laps, 3 caution laps.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my federal 15 here, guys. I've been overworked and underpaid. So
But what are we gonna talk about then?
we'll talk about,
You're gonna do
somebody's
Florida, man. What happened
somebody
to
out
Florida?
here's by the time I get back,
We're
somebody
in Florida too, so you gotta
I'll
do
do it
Florida.
when I get back. Talk about who's gonna shoot dice in Waco tonight. Who's gonna be the real Mrs. Poindexter? Who's gonna do all these things?
Nobody.
All right, I'll be back with Florida Man. Yahtzee.
Well, we do have Greg Klein in second place. Barkley's up 6 spots.
Him and Mike
in
Simone, who's
ninth,
in.
but he still has to pit again.
Ooh.
Do you think he's gonna make it? I mean, that's what? That's 14 laps. He could do that, huh?
Yeah, I mean, he's probably holding the clutch right now, to be honest, but he should be good.
Ewens and Mike Simone pit at 25. I mean, that's 4 extra miles almost.
Now my question is how much these tires are gonna affect them. Because they're gonna pit, they're gonna have like a lap or 2 fresher tires. Obviously, it's a road course, so tires. It's not like oval where 1 lap and all of a sudden you're gonna fall like 20 positions. But it'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Barkley and Ewens, both playoff drivers. You think they were playing the? I bet that's what they're doing. They're just playing the track position game, making sure they stay in front of Malarkey and Fry and Thorns to get a couple extra playoff points. I don't know. This might turn out to be a good call for these guys.
Yeah, I mean, because they also get stage points. And remember, all they're trying to do is for these playoff drivers is make it to the next round. And the only way to do that is by getting stage points. Oh, excuse me. Man, my allergies have been acting up this race for some reason.
It's that time of year, man.
And getting stage points and just honestly finishing better than some of your competitors.
Here goes Barkley, Ewens, Fry, and Simone. They're gonna pit here. So there goes their what we thought might be their strategy. I figured they weren't gonna make it.
Malarkey stayed out. And I don't know about that call for the simple reason. Tires. He's gonna have.
He'll have the fuel, but he won't have the tires.
Yeah, he's gonna have like 6-lap, 7-lap older tires. Now, Angel and Klein, I understand because they had just pit right before the caution.
Right.
Oh. I think this is gonna shape up for a really interesting restart, though.
Interesting call.
Okay. Before all this nonsense racing starts, I got one Florida man for you.
Hit it.
Naked Florida man humps tree, punches deputy.
What?
In that order?
Yeah, that's the order of the story.
Oh, okay.
I could read the whole story, but you kind of get it off the headline.
Yeah, you kind of get the gist. What do we know where in Florida? This has to be a Panhandle, Florida, man. This didn't happen. This didn't happen in Tampa. This happened around
What's it?
Fort Walton or something, didn't it?
Whatever Lehigh Acres is, somebody have to Google that.
Oh, I don't know. Is that
21-year-old,
the name of the town? Lehigh Acres?
yeah, 21-year-old Alonso Sanchez was found by deputies and was seen hugging and hip thrusting a tree, and was completely naked and allegedly high. I can't read anymore.
Wow, this is just east of Fort Myers. So this is down close to Tampa. Well, that's south of Tampa away.
All right, find where Chiefland. This our next one will be Chiefland, Florida.
Chiefland.
Yeah, like the chief.
Yeah, I know how to spell chief.
Okay, I don't care if you know how to spell. I didn't think you taught you anything in Louisiana. Florida man on motorized scooter touches self in front of Walmart shoppers.
This is west of Gainesville.
That makes
so,
sense.
I mean, it's not even. Yeah.
Yeah, he was only 80 years old. I don't know.
He busted loose out of the villages or something.
I don't know.
All that.
So many good ones. I mean, looks like the lights on a pace car are still literally on.
Yeah, we've got like 10 minutes to kill, I think.
My God. All
right. Hit us with another one.
Okay, I'm trying to find it. One I haven't said anything before.
You got to find one from like Crestview or Niceville or something.
What about Seminole County? Does this sound good?
Sure.
Wherever Seminole County, Florida is. Nearly naked Florida man breaks into school, smears feces and cake frosting everywhere.
The problem with that is if you're the janitor, then you're cleaning it up and you're like, all right, which rag should I use? Is this the one with crap, or is this frosting? Yeah.
Oh man.
Should I use the Clorox mop or the?
I wish I could share the pictures of some of these. Oh. These are just great. I got two more I got to do.
All right, go.
This one's in Longwood, wherever this guy. You should see the picture of this guy. Florida man plays basketball naked at the public park, says it will enhance his skill level.
That's Orlando area.
All right, you know where Naples is, right? I think that's down there near the bottom of the state there. Florida man impersonates FBI agent, harasses homeowner, and leaves live catfishes on his driveway, and he flees on a bicycle. I hadn't been to Florida a few years. I don't know. Getting kind of concerned.
What happened?
I don't know.
What happened?
It was so beautiful last time I went. I loved it. Something has happened in Florida.
My goodness, is it the meth? I mean, I don't.
It's got to be something. The heat and the meth, they probably bad combination.
Humidity, the daily rains at 4:30 in the afternoon every day.
Mm-hmm.
Something.
Yeah, well,
it's reached a tipping point.
So everybody got their wish. English, you got your wish. I did Florida man.
Yeah, we got to hear some Florida.
That's the longest Florida man segment we've ever had.
It is. Well, I mean, look what we're doing here.
Touche.
We're
I can't believe I'm volunteering my time to be here for this.
Hey, you're having fun though, aren't you?
Oh man, I like
Derek
to share.
Chilton is desperately trying to catch back up with the rest of the field. He's about to get back up on the big oval here as pace car leads the drivers down coming out of NASCAR turn 4. Well, never mind. That's turn 2. I guess we got another minute or two.
Yeah, what are you even are you even watching this thing?
Yeah, I've been
way on the back over here.
While we wait for this to go green, I figured might as well show Matt Thorns, since we really haven't seen him much.
Yeah,
Mr. Handlebar.
Thank you for saving us.
Sorry, we're ruining your Twitch stream, Francisco. Apologies.
Oh no, you're fine. I think what's more
Matt doing?
insane is the fact that those are actual news stories.
They're true stories, yeah.
Yep. But Matt Warren's having a rough start hitting the tire barriers, but he's actually been able to hold on and maintain, some good position. This restart's gonna be insane though. As we go back, as we get ready for a good green. I believe it's my turn to call it, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
your call this Joker.
As they enter the that little chicane, pace car's gonna dive off. Let's see if they get a really good to see how aggressive everybody is on the start. Green flag is in the air. Angel and Malark, he got a really good start.
Larky was super
Ooh, 3
aggressive.
wide.
Oh, they are three. Man, I don't know if that's gonna be a Mike Simone able to make that pass to Justin Barkley. And Angel just decided, I'm gone.
Well, he needs to get out of the way because Greg has kind of come for his bumper.
Oh, Anthony Fry pushed it a little too hard and lost it. Steven McComas got caught up in that. Hey, Ethan Flanagan's back out here.
That's Kewins. Kewins got wrecked.
I think Hewins hit Fry is what I'm
Oh
thinking.
man. Kev Bop over on YouTube. I think that's probably Kevin Biggs. I'm not for sure. But he says, "Let's go, idiots." And he's talking
Yeah.
about the Angry Idiots team out there, not us. We do have to specify. I've been called an idiot plenty of times on here.
It is the Angry Idiots Daytona Road Course 100 million mile race.
The 152.
Oh,
It just feels like 152 million miles.
right.
Now, I could imagine here that Greg Klein's going to give it every last little bit he has in these last 2 laps. But man, Angel just pulled away.
He puts on a clinic every time we come to a road course, and tonight's no exception. The driver of the 42, he's a phenomenal driver.
As
He
I believe,
makes
this
it
is a
look
white
easy.
flag.
This is it. Oh, thank you.
Ooh, Fry spinning it, going into the chicane. Almost collecting the 35, but not quite. That was a close one.
There's no really close battles. Ooh, Steven McGomez takes that corner wide. Yeah, there's no... Everybody's kind of already spread up. Man, that was quick.
Robert Anderson on Facebook saying that his buddy Jeremiah Burke, we know Jeremiah too. He's from Florida. Now I kind of understand some of his behavior.
Greg Klein just smoked it into.
Oh,
Oh man, that's
trying to
not
push
good.
it too hard and... Oh, luckily no damage. Well, there is damage, as a matter of fact.
Well, he
Oh,
just
that's
lost
tough.
a podium spot there. Oh man.
only
that
that
sucks.
he's going to lose some.
Matt Forrest nearly hit that tire barrier once again. Luckily, he was able to keep it off.
And Greg Klein is not a playoff driver, so it was all or nothing for him tonight. He either wanted to get a win or die trying, and it looks like it might be the latter for Greg Klein, the 92. Again, not a playoff driver. Best thing he can do right now is just slow down, let his teammate pass, and give Kewins another point. That's what I would do here, I think.
If Angel hits his marks here, which he more than certainly should. Yep, he gets it clean, and ooh, he got a little loose coming out of the corner, but he's gonna win this race. And Mike Simone crashed.
Ooh, in the chicane.
Derek Schimmel's gonna get by him. Matt Forns got by him. Greg Klein.
Oh, Schimmel wrecked in the McComas wrecked in the chicane.
Oh, he just reversed it.
I'm gonna finish the race backwards.
He finished him backwards.
And he still beat Tony Fry. That's the play. That's the play of the race right there.
I like that
Steve
though. Getting
McComas
him
in
up.
reverse, beating the 6 across the line. Oh, it doesn't get any better than that.
That was, oh my gosh. Oh look, fireworks.
They're celebrating that this thing is done.
Yeah, I heard Matt Ford say it in not so many of the same words, same language.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's because we shouldn't be here turning right. But we are.
Overall, I think this race went by pretty quick.
Yeah.
I think
mean,
what took what made it extend longer was, like you said, the stage cautions, the fact that each pace lap is like 3 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah, those
still
were
an hour
tough.
and a half. Because of that, you know.
Yeah.
There's, 40 laps, 2 minutes a lap, that's 80 minutes, plus a couple caution, that's 90 minutes at least. So, yeah, 9:32 right now. So, well, Central Time.
But I think we're all central, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. Some of the viewers might not be. They might get confused.
No, majority of them are Eastern time. As Angel is doing burnouts.
As he should.
Looks like we have Barkley is ready to talk. He made the podium.
Well, you want to talk to our third place guy? I'll drag him up for you.
Bring him on up.
Hey, Justin Barkley, it's the guys in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, congrats on the podium, man. We did a little Florida Man segment here later on in the race. You might want to rewind and listen to some of that. But talk us through this road course. It's definitely not difficult, or it's not easy with stock cars. It's quite difficult out there. Talk us through your strategy tonight.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just as surprised as you guys are. I just try to keep it between the lines and take it easy, because there's a few times I try to pick up speed and kind of yeeted it towards the tires and missed the chicane, but I was just taking it easy and managed to bring home a top 3.
I mean, that's a feat in and of itself. It was really tough to watch. I mean, it looked like a totally difficult track. It did not look like fun for some of the guys. I don't know what you thought. Are you looking forward to Bristol?
Actually, yeah, I love Bristol. I'm definitely looking forward to that, and I'm glad this race is over with.
Good job, man, on this drive. I mean, this track, I know from Monday's race, it was a pain to drive. But awesome work getting that third place and finishing strong and being our biggest mover. You and Derek Schimmel both moved up 6 spots, so congratulations on that.
All right, man. Well, thanks for the interview.
He gone. Who we got here now?
I believe Justin Malarkey.
And now we got the driver of the 73, Justin Malarkey. Hey, Justin, this guy's up in the booth. You got it?
Hey, yes, I do. How's it going?
Hey, good man. Talk us through the final stages of this race. You know, we saw you up and we saw you down, and you ended up taking second here. What was the difference? Was it your pit strategy, your tires? What went into getting second place here?
Yeah, you know what? We pretty much learned that after about 8 or 9 laps, my car settled in and it actually drove better than it did on new tires, which is really weird. But at least for me, it worked that way, and I didn't want. I stayed out as long as I could, and I was still running like 2 minute lap times for about like the last 15 laps of that second run. So I figured let's stay out as long as we can. We'll only have like 5, 6 laps on the tires, and then we'll have a green-white shootout at the end. Yeah, I just needed those tires to be heated up, and that's really what I needed. On cold tires, I just could not get the car to turn, and I kept locking up the brakes.
Uh, I mean, you obviously. I was a little worried about the strategy call staying out, but obviously it worked out pretty good. How did the tires feel? Considering the fact they were about, I'd say what 5, 6 laps older than the guys around. How did the tires feel in that last little stretch?
Yeah, even just on a restart, I felt like I could get going without spinning them. It's weird. I thought they would have more grip cold, at least for me. When they were heated up and older, I didn't lock them up under braking. I could run almost better lap times than on new tires. So I was like, let's just stay out and see what happens. We thought about maybe putting 2 on, but weren't sure how that would work. So yeah, it worked out good. I mean, there was definitely some cars that had problems in front of us that we were able to get around, but the attrition helped be able to sneak a second out of it.
Yeah, great job, man. You got any shout outs before we let you go? And are you looking forward to Bristol?
Definitely looking forward to Bristol. Fun track. I've always been more of an oval type person. But yeah, shout out to the 42. I mean, that was pretty cool. He was, I think, like 9 tenths faster than everyone every lap, pretty much. So that's pretty impressive. But yeah, thanks to you guys for doing the broadcast and entertaining everyone, and hopefully everyone watched and enjoyed the road course. And we'll see what happens next week. Bristol should be really fun. Hopefully everyone will show up. I know a couple guys missed tonight.
I think both of our viewers enjoyed it, but
One of
thanks
them
a
was
lot.
definitely my parents, so there was probably a couple of them. And the other one might have been my sister. They don't miss. Maybe my brother or Aunt Joanne. Yeah, one of them. Sometimes they
Aw-
watch later, but they don't miss.
Awesome, man. Well, congrats on P2. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you. Have a great night.
Well, apologies for the Florida man. Sorry about that. We just didn't think anybody's watching, guys. And next week we won't do any of that. This week it's just wasn't as fun, We had to make it fun for ourselves. Anyway, let's bring up the winner.
Yeah, let's talk to Angel Hernandez. Hey, Angel, it's the guys up in the booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, once again, when it comes to road courses, you kind of set the standard for the level of performance in this league, and tonight was no exception. Talk us through tonight. How'd you get it done, and what did you think about the stage breaks?
Yeah, I think pretty much since the start, since qualifying even, obviously I qualified a second faster than Flanagan. And I think from there on, that kind of set the tone for the rest of the race. Really only took like a lap or two off the restarts to start going and get away from everyone else. Really on a couple corners, but I mean the stage breaks. I think I like first and second one, but I mean the first one. Like I said, I think the whole entire 2 lap shootout for next season should definitely change.
Well, it worked out for you tonight. I mean, it could have been disastrous, but you held strong just like you did all night. Congratulations, man. That was very impressive.
Yeah, and I'm glad no one took the opportunity to do a quick bump and run into turn 1. I know that would have been very tempting for everyone else.
I honestly thought there would be, but I think you just got such a good start that you didn't even give him a chance to get to.
Right.
But overall, I mean, you got any shout outs you wanna name?
I think just the usual is Thomas, Joe, Michael. Gary, I wish you would have stayed in the race. But yeah, that's about it.
Alrighty, man. Well, good win, solid driving, and I mean, you just dominated this race. So, congrats.
Thank you guys.
Well, it's not too often we get somebody in the YouTube chat or the Facebook chat say the guy drives like a god. I mean, that's pretty high praise coming from our audience tonight. And oh man, the 42, he was just on all night long.
Yeah, he was really on it, man. I mean, from the get go, even qualifying, he honestly had, I think, the perfect race. Led all the laps, got the pole, had the fastest time, I believe. He had the perfect race here.
He really did. And well, I guess let's go down the finishing order for tonight. As we mentioned, next week, Bristol. We love the short track. We love Bristol. It's going to be a blast, and it's going to be a cutoff race. So expect some drama. Definitely tune in next Friday. But as for tonight, the number 42, Angel Hernandez, with the pole and the win, just dominant all night tonight, out there making it happen. So congrats once again to Angel in the 42. The 73 of Justin Malarkey, up from 5th place to take 2nd. Justin Barkley in the 9, Super Serial Racing, uh, you know, up from 9th place to snag a podium. He mentioned that there was some attrition positions gained in there. Hey man, that's part of it. We see that happen at numerous tracks, including plate tracks, which is just about as far as you can get from what we did tonight. And the 92 of Greg Klein, pushing it hard, trying to get that win. Not a playoff driver, but really one of those bragging rights and try to get a win tonight. The 92, Greg Klein, he'll finish in 4th. Rounding out your top 5, the 10 car of Matt Forns. Somebody who hit that tire barrier multiple times in the same spot, and then had a little trouble in the infield there. But Matt Forns in the 10 will finish in 5th place. The 96 of Derek Schimmel, Super Serial Racing, number 96, will finish in 6th place, tied for your hard charger with Justin Barkley, his teammate. So great job out there tonight for Derek. The 60 of Alan Kewins, looking for a few more points tonight, being a playoff driver, but he'll have to settle for 7th place tonight. Stephen McComas in the 70, up a couple of spots, finishing there in 8th place. Tony Fry with a late spin there. The 6 machine will bring it home in 9th. 27 to Mike Simone. We saw trouble all over the track for him tonight. Still snagged a top 10 and kept it on the lead lap. So good job for Mike out there. 89 of Gary Sack. Down 9 laps, had a lot of damage there towards the end, and just kind of threw in the towel, but finished in 11th place. Ethan Flanagan started on the front row, 2nd place. He'll finish this thing down 16 laps in 12th place. And rounding out your field, the 56 Chicken Man Joe Archer, down 38 laps. He'll round out your field tonight.
All right. Well, finish that thing off, didn't we?
We sure did. And I mean, the race, it's always, I mean, I think we all know that when we go to a road course, the battling, some road courses you will, but most of the times when you go to certain road courses, it's just everybody's in their own world because they all have their own skill set. When it comes to road courses, you have your dominant ones that just pull away from the rest of the field, and everybody just kind of, trottles along just trying to survive. But honestly, I mean, race went by quick. It was solid. Next week we go Bristol, completely different track from what we saw here, so it'll be interesting to see. But honestly, I think that's gonna be it for us. What do you say, boys?
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
Let's finish this thing off.
Yeah, thanks to Angry Idiots for sponsoring tonight's race. The Angry Idiot 152, and for myself, Alan English, and Francisco Villarreal, and Adam Turner down there on the pit lane. Thanks so much for watching out there in YouTube land and on Facebook and also on Twitch. So we'll see you guys next week at Bristol for the cutoff race. And with that, we gone.